The NBA season has come down to this. This is it. For all the marbles, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. We're at Toyota Center in downtown Houston. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. And welcome, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Rockets coming into play. They know what's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7. A one-game series for the NBA Championship. This has been one heck of a thrill so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Richardson. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Capella. Joel Embiid swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And the two for Al Horford getting to the rim.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Houston with the basketball. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Curling inside. James Harden, 2 for 2. That's what you want. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He's a scorer and an elite passer. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Russell Westbrook with the rock to Harden. The drive right to the basket. Joel Embiid pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Westbrook with it. 10-6 our score. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Fires the 3. That out of his range and no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Westbrook. Got toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. It's James Harden once again to P.J. Tucker. Going to launch beyond the arc with James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Oh, Ben Simmons. Missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Horford. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Harden. He made his first effort, but not that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Here's Harden with the rock. Whoa! What a finish! They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Horford. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Josh Richardson with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Screen coming. Wide open look won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
To Horford. Lets it fly from long range. Cleaning the offensive glass. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Deep two there. Won't go. Long key from three-quarters court, 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Russell Westbrook trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. To Embiid. Has a look. Joel Embiid. He's 2 for 2 now.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And he's fouled. He's gone to the line for 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
He's got 2 shots coming. A career 65% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Sixers control it. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Westbrook across the timeline. Now down 6. Has a chance. Chance for Westbrook. No good. A pass taken away by the Rockets. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Iman Shumpert, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First one, counted. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Ben Simmons. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Westbrook to Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. It's in the hands of Philadelphia to Tobias Harris. Richardson, a bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Probing the defense to Westbrook. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Simmons. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Westbrook into the front court. 5-point game. Oh, he had it. Richardson against Westbrook. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Josh Richardson, that's off the side of the rim, short. Hart with the basketball. Down 3 to Capella. Nice pass to set things up.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. And he'll go to the foul line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. Sixers have the basketball. Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
I got him. Here we go. You're on the island now. You're flashing, bump him.
Westbrook. From long range. Rebound Horford. To Embiid. Russell Westbrook. Huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Can't miss those. Westbrook with the basketball. Down 4 to Harden. Couldn't keep it in. Off James Harden. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Horford. Short jumper won't fall. Westbrook to P.J. Tucker. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Richardson. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Capella. He throws it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Into the front court comes Simmons. His guys should be able to get the final shot. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The 76ers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Rockets are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Simmons with it. Leads 5. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To P.J. Tucker. They work it to Capella, down low, working the outside. Harden buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Richardson. Harden's on him. To Simmons. Josh Richardson knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Russell Westbrook powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Tobias Harris at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Off the mark on his free throw. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. It stays with Houston. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Simmons to Richardson. Ben Simmons, 4 out of 7.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Simmons converts the three-point play. The Sixers increase the lead. Westbrook into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Capella to Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Simmons into the front court. He'll run the offense. Driving right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Harden. For 3. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Westbrook with it. They find themselves down 10. Gets it down to Capella. Oh, emphatic slam. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Out of bounds the call off P.J. Tucker. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Simmons. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Mike Scott at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. And he missed the free throw. It's Rockets ball. Austin Rivers to Capella. Takes stock of the floor. Jonah Bolden.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. To Simmons. Beyond the arc for 3. That's not his range. It's no good. Harden in possession, trailing by 10. To Rivers. Jonah Bolden with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Cruises inside for 2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
It's in the hands of James Harden. Now a steal by Philly.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. And a great start for the 76ers. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And not a whole lot you could do in this situation other than give it your best shot.
And players don't like to hear this, Ed, but the reality of the matter is this is a character-building opportunity. Yes, you may lose this game, but that does not mean that you do not fight each and every possession.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Simmons. Fires the three. That out of his range and no good. To Westbrook. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Gordon with it. Looking to make something happen. To Harden. Not done yet. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Count the bucket for two.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
James Harden at the controls. Kylo Quinn.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Has a look. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. It's a big finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Simmons with it. The lead is 11. Here's a chance from long range. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. That is great vision to set it up. Cash is in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Count the basket at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Joel Embiid rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Tobias Harris. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
And he's He's going to the free throw line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Sixers control it. And counted at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Westbrook across the timeline. The deficit now up to 13. Short jumper stays out. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Hey, lock up.
And the 2 for Al Horford getting to the rim.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Westbrook. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. It's in the hands of Philadelphia to Horford. Clint Capella tips it. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Simmons. To Horford. Stuffs it down with authority.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat your man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
Tobias knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Harden won't go down. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, Philadelphia atop the basketball world. They've won the NBA Finals.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers have earned the ultimate prize, an NBA championship. They faced adversity in their dream. This was a series that will be hard to forget. The Rockets couldn't fight off elimination. It was a valiant effort, but they just couldn't get it done. I can already hear their fans saying it now. Maybe next year. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Blocks.
The Philadelphia 76ers did an incredible job defensively in this game, particularly with their shot blocking. They were able to consistently apply pressure, not just with the hand in the face, but with the hand on the ball.
Player of the game.
Simmons was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for another NBA season. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, thanks for making us your choice for hoops action.